Alright guys, how's it going? Alright. On tonight. Gonna go with a little bit of a lemon. What is it? Lemon Italian ice. And see who comes in here. Did a little bit different tonight. Went for a different one tonight. I've been there for a while. Had to spread out the points. I got the Dominoes. So I got some Dominoes and I got some sausage mushroom. I got pepperoni and jalapeno on a steak. And I got some, I really haven't tried these, but these are the wings, or the boneless wings, I guess. The buffalo boneless wings, I guess. And I got some ranch sauce to go with that. I think I'll start with this one because I really haven't had that. I've had the pizza. These are, I guess they're boneless, but they look like they're all in one. Okay, yeah, they're just little boneless chunks of chicken, I guess. And that's buffalo. Okay. Not bad. Not real heavy on the coating. And I think they're baked with like cheese on them. And if I can get, there we go. Ranch. All right, ranch sauce. All right, so there we go. A little bit of ranch. That one. I used the deal where you got two of them for, I believe it's $6.99 a piece. Mix and match. You can have the pizza, wings, bread. I think the garlic knots and all that other stuff. Pasta for $6.99. You had to get two at least, and then you can actually upgrade to a specialty pizza for $3 more. But I just went with the two toppings. So, everybody ready for the weekend, I hope. Like I said, I have been busy last couple days. If you saw my reviews that I put out today, I made the first ones. I went over to Wendy's, checked out their stuff. I've got a few more. I made the rounds a lot the other day. Basically everything that is out in the last couple days, I've tried it. I'll just have to get the reviews out, that's all. Different. Fortunately, all the places that are around are pretty close together. When I found out when my Chick-fil-A is opening, they're going to have a grand opening on the, I believe it's the 27th. But I'm not going to go there until they've been open for like a little while, because going on the opening day is like total disaster. I don't know if they still do it, but they were doing a thing where whenever they had a grand opening of a certain restaurant, if you camped out the night before, the first, like, I don't know, it was 50 or 100 people got coupons for free for a year. They gave you like a booklet of like 52 coupons for like, I think it was like chicken sandwich. I don't think they're doing that anymore. I'm not sure. And that place is going to be a disaster because the way they've got it crammed into the back of that parking lot, it's going to be crazy. I don't know how they're going to do that, but I'm going to stay away from it for a while. There's another location I can go to if I really wanted to try anything new, but I'll wait till it calms down. So, nothing that I really need to get anytime soon. So what else? All the stuff is already hit now. McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Popeyes. There was some other ones. I've done a few other ones too. And like I said, I still have to do that. Still haven't found any certain things in the grocery stores. They don't have the fruit quake yet. I don't know. Guess it's taken a while to come out here. Meanwhile, I will keep my eyes out. Work with what I've already got. I've got a lot of reviews. Some of the ones you'll see, I think the one that's tonight is an old one, but it's a good one. And you'll see a little bit different from time to time. I go back into what I call it from the vault. There are ones I did like a little while ago. Backgrounds are all different. So you'll probably see those. And some of them I didn't even have hats. That shows you how old those are. I was trying to figure out what's a good hat to get. I've got quite a few already, but I don't know. I've already got a lot. Maybe I'll put a poll up, next poll. What kind of hat should I get that I don't already have? I don't know. Some of them I wanted to get, but they're kind of expensive. Some of them, they don't actually have those type of hats. I wanted to get like a French fry hat. And what was the other one? Sandwich hat, but they didn't have that. What else? Donuts, they don't have that. Yeah, because I wanted to get like, I don't know, a different one, kind of switch it up. Like I have a policeman's hat and I have a sailor hat, but I don't have like, I don't know. I have to look through the thing, see what ones they got. Some of them are just really cool hats, you know. Cowboy hats and whatnot. Oh. Well, this one's not too bad. The chicken. I guess they just put cheese on this. I've never had that. They've got cheese and the buffalo sauce. So I've never really had it that way. I thought it was like going to be just like boneless wings, but it's not really. It's kind of all this melted cheese on top, and it's like chicken bits. Yeah, I would have kind of preferred the breaded ones, but I don't know. Domino's a little different. I really haven't been there much. I still got I've still got to get some more to earn more points, so until I get a free pizza. And they were doing a thing about half off. I guess through the end of the month. All pizzas are half off. But they got other deals too. Yeah. I gave them a chance. I wanted a little different change of pace because normally I go to Papa John's. But I got a little earlier of a start tonight. Boy, it was hopping over there. It was right next to a bar. People were doing karaoke and it was kind of loud and rowdy. So, Scott, how's it going? Yes, I'm having, these are weird. They're the Domino's chicken, I don't know what they want to call them. It's not really boneless wings. Chicken chunks, I guess. With cheese on top. I don't know if you've ever had those. It's not bad. One thing that's really good is the cheesy bread. The jalapeno cheesy bread. But yeah, this is just chicken chunks with cheese and buffalo sauce. Not bad. I probably wouldn't get it again. It was one of those, you know, mix and match specials. Real wings. They had pasta. They had I'm having these little chicken pieces, but I got a pepperoni jalapeno and a sausage and mushroom. Oh yeah. Yeah. I got it from Domino's. Domino's tonight. I got a little bit early. They closed at 12:30 apparently. It's just a couple blocks more down the street, that's all. But kind of hard to park over there sometimes because they got very limited parking. Yeah, you know, it's not really my go-to, but we don't have a big choice right now. We have no Pizza Hut, and the really good, expensive places aren't open late night. I'd rather go to Round Table or something like that. I think Little Caesars closes early too. So the only ones that are open late night, Domino's and Papa John's. So got to go with what they got. I think Pizza Hut used to be open when we had it. It's been gone now for about 5-6 years, so. One of those things that they closed it down. They didn't, I just said they don't get enough business. Hey, Joseph, doing okay. And tonight I'm having lemon Italian ice for my drink, so that's what I'm having. A little bit sour. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Like I said, I have been busy over the last couple days. I've done like, let's see, what, 8? In 2 days, I did 8 different reviews. Oh, there you go. Been busy. Granted, some of the reviews, multiple reviews at one place, but I have. I've run the gauntlet, so to speak. I'll tell you, some of them were a little bit tough because, I don't know, there were so many glitches and issues. Wi-Fi kept going out when I'm trying to order the thing. And all right, so yes, I have the sausage and mushroom. When you do it, learn about Cuba, having some food. And I think I'm going to try this other one first. If I can get it. pepperoni and jalapeno. Let's eat. And like I said, these are medium. They're not, you know, large gourmet or anything like that. But, you know, for the price, for $6.99 a piece, not bad. So they're not as decadent as some of the other ones. But, hey, when you're hungry and you don't want to spend a lot, got to go with the special, man. $6.99. Like I said, that was for pizza, for wings, for pasta, salads, bread twists, breadsticks, basically anything on the menu. $6.99, and these are medium size, so that's not bad. Hey Dan, how's it going? Oh yeah, can't beat the price, you know. I remember that one time, I think it was Domino's. They were doing a deal. This was a long time ago, like probably 30 years ago. And they were running a special where if you bought the first one at regular price, you can get another one for, I think it was like $4. And I was at my friend's house and we were having a Dungeons and Dragons game late night. And we called them up and we're like, there was like, it was about 5 or 6 guys there. And it didn't say how many you could have. It just said, buy one at the regular price and then get like $4 or $5 afterwards. And then it was like, okay, well, so we had like six or 7 guys and we're like, you guys want a pizza? You want a pizza? You want a pizza? You want a pizza? You want a pizza? And some of them got like 2 apiece because they were medium. They weren't real big. We called them up and we're like, we want 18 pepperoni pizzas. And it was about 1 or 2 each. And we're like, okay. And it worked out to like, you know, about $6 a pizza. Because the first one was regular price. And then the other ones added like $1 onto the other ones. Guy had to come up with 16 large pizza or 16 pepperoni pizzas and bring them all in. And we were having pizza for days. So yeah, good old days. Late night, the summertime, we'd have like overnight games. Yeah. I hate that. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I came on a little bit early too, so anyway. So yes, I've been busy getting out, reviewing, working, editing, all that fun stuff. And yeah, there's going to be a review coming out in about 2 minutes, so you can peruse that at your leisure. And it will be, yeah, you know, sometimes late night, I have 2 cats. These are not real, they're stuffed, but I have 2 cats. And they are asleep now. One's up there, one's on the chair. But yeah, sometimes late at night, they do like a recycle where they are doing maintenance and stuff on the internet. And then sometimes like at about like 3:30, if I'm watching TV, we have a thing and it says, you know, we have to do a refresh, and it turns off the TV for a few minutes and then starts it back up. Takes like about 5 minutes. You don't have to do it. You could skip it if you're in the middle of something, but yeah, every night they want to run that refresh or reboot or whatever. TV goes out for a few minutes. And I think that's what happens with the internet sometimes. So either they're working on the lines or their maintenance or, I don't know, backing things up. But yeah. I've had sometimes where it goes out for like a half hour at a time. Yeah. Well, it's the internet connection and it kind of flakes every once in a while. It's kind of a pain. And you know what I have noticed, man? I think it's I think it's actually my service. I have AT&T, and driving around, man, the signal sucks. I can't get a signal anywhere. Basically, I have to go in between like um, Wi-Fi sites. If I'm trying to like order from the Wi-Fi, order from somewhere, even if I'm right in their parking lot, their Wi-Fi doesn't come in, and I don't get a very good signal, and it keeps cutting out. So it's not been very reliable lately. Some of them are not very good. Like Taco Bell's is no good. Yeah, it is. Like I said, sometimes they do service. Sometimes, it's like real quick. But yeah, lately I've been around town, man. Get very poor reception. And the Wi-Fi, not everybody has Wi-Fi. So, and some of them, they don't work good. Yeah, sometimes I've even pulled like right up to the parking right in front of it, and the internet goes in. Same with McDonald's. And my McDonald's is stupid. They have the part where you pick up your order, you go park. It's like all the way across the parking lot, and then they have to bring it out to you. So, and then the Wi-Fi doesn't work there. If you're like more than like 10 feet away from the restaurant, Wi-Fi doesn't work very good. It's going in and out, and it's a pain too, because like if you want to order something, but it's been getting that way later. I guess maybe they just don't have enough cell towers. I had that. I had that for a while, and then they convinced me into doing like a 2 gig or a 3 gig sharing plan, and I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I know, I hear you. Everybody's got their cell phone issues, their internet issues, all that fun stuff. Anyway. Usually though, if I'm home, it's okay. In the daytime, sometimes it does go out, but not too often. All right, so is it 12? Yeah, it is. So you should see the really. Wow, that sucks. I had Verizon at one point. Their service was not very good. All right, thanks for dropping in for a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, the Verizon when I had it was terrible. And the reason that I switched over to AT&T was, if you guys remember way back when they had iPhone first came out, and you had to get, I think it was like the iPhone 3, you had to get it through AT&T. No one else had it. I believe it was, yeah, the first 3 or 3G. When you first got that one, you could only get the iPhone through AT&T. Then somewhere along the line, like the 4 or the 4S or something, they started saying, okay, now you can have it for Verizon. You can have it for, what was the other one? T-Mobile. The other ones, they let you have a phone plan, even though it was technically a different network. But yeah, the very first ones, only through AT&T. And then I got locked into it. And then, you know, they'll upgrade and the whole thing. And yeah. So, but yeah, back in the old days, that was it. AT&T was the only player in the game. And it was like a big deal when they said, okay, Verizon now has it. And T-Mobile and what's the other one? They got a couple other. Remember the Nextel phones? Those were fun. The walkie-talkie phones. Be like, blip, blip. Are you there? And those were terrible from what I heard. People had to use them. They like would use the service people would remember. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. That when they first came out, it was 3G. Well, actually, technically, it was the iPhone, and then it was the iPhone 2, and then 3, and then the rest were a little bit at a time. But yeah, that was a while back. I'm telling you. All right. Yeah, I'm hungry tonight. I didn't really have much dinner, so. But yeah, that was a while back. And there were some other ones that kind of came and went. Cricket. What was the other one? Some of those other prepay ones. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it's really bad lately for me. If I don't go somewhere that's got Wi-Fi. Because like if I want to pull off in a parking lot or something and put an order in somewhere, if it's not near a Wi-Fi, I'd get no signal. It doesn't load. So it's a pain in the butt. And like a lot of times you want to get that because you get the app and it's got a deal on there or whatever. Well, you know what? There is a trade-off too. I've still got an XR. Whoa. Oh wow, that's a hot jalapeno. I still got an XR that I've been working on. I don't know if I want to upgrade though, because I've got so many things in my phone. I gotta clear it all out. So if I wanted to upgrade, I'd have to clear it out. I don't know. Maybe somewhere down the line, who knows? About maybe when they start to the point where they won't upgrade the iOS for it anymore. I think already I think the 5 and the 6 of them, the 6s are out. They won't load any new software on those. Yeah. You know, and before that I had a 7. That was actually a good one. But yeah. Yeah, but then I'd have to do all that, and it's a pain. I'm just gonna clear all the big stuff on it and get my cloud back to like a manageable amount. Or maybe I'll start paying for the extra cloud storage. Who knows? Yeah, I'm not sure what they're up to either. They kind of slowly making certain ones obsolete. I know the 4 and I think the 5 and I think 6 went out this time. I don't know. All right, so I have this one. This one is mushroom and sausage. So, yeah, my problem is I need a lot of memory. Anyway, I'll work it out. Because I actually upgraded a couple years back, and I had a bunch of reviews on there, and I lost them. It's from Domino's tonight. And I tried their pizza, or the chicken pieces, I guess. I don't know what it was. But yeah, I went to Domino's tonight. Normally I go to Papa John's, but I don't know, I changed it up a little bit tonight. It's not bad. It's not the best, but oh well. Oh. This one's the pepperoni, or the sausage and mushroom. The other one was pepperoni and jalapeno. And like I said, they had the deal. I had to go for the deal. $6.99 a piece. Not bad. Mix and match. You could pretty much anything. Medium, 2 topping. Pasta, breadsticks, the chicken wings, I guess they call them chicken bites, the stuffed bread. They even have salads. I don't think I'd want a salad though. I don't think they're known for salad. The other ones cost a little more, the ones with the dip, the cheese dip. You know, I haven't had those since I reviewed them. I might have to try them again. I don't think they have the apple one anymore. I think they've got rid of that. They only have the marinara and the cheese. I don't know. Well, originally I used to watch other reviewers out there. One day I was just sitting in there and saying, you know, hey, I can do some of these reviews, you know. So I just said, hey, you know, I like to try all the new products and stuff like that. And so one day I just said, okay, I got some product, I check it out. And if you go back and watch my first review, I wasn't even on camera. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't edit anything, you know. It was pretty bad, but you know, I didn't know anything about editing. I didn't know anything about, you know, downloading or anything like that. So, and it was like about 6-8 months before I even went live. So, you know, to learn on the go, I guess. That was what inspired me. And I just want to share my opinion about stuff, you know. All the other people have reasons for doing it. Other people want, you know, fame and money and be a millionaire. That's not going to happen. I know that. But, well, it's just a fun way to share your opinion and, you know, work on something. It's just for a hobby, you know, getting a little better at editing, getting a little better at other stuff. Yeah, most of the people just do. But then there's some that, you know, are totally gung-ho and they're perfectionists and they have to have all the special effects and the editing, and then they have to, you know, put all the music and spend hours on hours on hours. Hey, I can't do that much. Yeah, I'm not that dedicated that I'm gonna sit there and spend 5 hours a day on a review or something. So, yeah, that's just me. Yeah, thanks. This is, some people say it's a mouse. It's actually a koala. This is a koala hat. So I guess it could be a mouse. It could be a, I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes when you get those hats and stuff, they don't really look what they're like. Somewhere I've got one that's a kangaroo. I got a bunny, chicken. What else do I got? Yeah, bunny, koala, chick. I think there's another one I've got. It's like a, yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a mouse. Sometimes when they design them, they're not real great representation. They're not real great accurate. Yeah, well, I'm not going to be going to Australia. I'm not going to be visiting a zoo, so closest I could get is stuffed one, I guess. I used to have one. Now, some of you guys might not have been around for this, but do you guys remember, some of the older folks may, I'm really showing my age here. Do you remember the little, they were like clips, they were like pencil clips, or you put it like in your hair. It was a little koala, and it had the little claws, and you could turn his head. You could put it like on your pencil top, or some people would put it on their mirror of their car, and you grab the mirror, or the girls would put it like in their hair, like a hair clip, and he had the little squeezy arms, and it was a koala clip, or whatever they called it. You might still be able to get them. They had those all the time. I had one in my car clipping to the mirror, and I had a Garfield, the Garfield that stuck on the window. I had that for a long time, and I had my high school tassel for a long time. What else do we have? Fuzzy dice. The little bobblehead dog. Compass. Well, I used to have those in their car. Christmas tree air freshener. What else? Pretty much standard for cars back then. I don't know. I'm trying to remember all the old stuff. But back in the day, man, all the guys used to have the girls' garters from the high school dance, and what else? Feather clips. You know who those guys were? The ones that hung out behind the gym. Little feathers and the little clippy. The clippy thing that always smelled funny. I remember those. And then if you were really cool, you had the mirrored sunglasses, or the Varnays, the ones with the aviators with the leather side guards, and the string. Remember those? I had one. I did have a Varney with the rainbow mirrors on them. Those were cool. Swatch watch. Members only jacket. What else did I have? A lot of stuff like that. A big plastic comb. Members only jacket, or the Michael Jackson leather zipper jacket. Most popular. I'm trying to remember some of the other fads and stuff that were around when I was little. Of course, when I was growing up, like in the 80s, yeah, we had all the little toys and stuff like that. Yeah, some of you guys were not here when I showed this the other day. I got a new thing. Hang on. Here. Check this out. I saw this, it was on Walmart. Some of you people saw this one, some of you didn't. I have a Rubik's Cube, but this one's called the Rubik's Phantom. If you guys remember Rubik's Cube, probably, you know, maybe you went to high school, you grew up with them. It was a little tougher. See, this one's a little tougher. All the sides are black, but they're only black. Let's see. This is a thermal cube. They actually change color when they heat up, but when they go cold, you lose the color. So you would have to like totally warm it up, or you have to have like a, yeah, the things change color. Now, I don't know if you remember, they had I had thermal dice that changed colors. I had thermal cups that changed from one color to another. Yeah, see here. See, it's like that one side's yellow, and then they change when they get warm. But when they go cold, they go all black. See, like here. So yeah, you'd have to keep it warm, or you'd have to like put a hairdryer on it or something. Keep it all warm. See, since it's cold in the house, you know. But if you handled it enough, it'd be cool. But yeah, they had this one. It's called the Rubik's Phantom. Yeah, or I don't know. But see, yeah, you can see how the colors are warming up. Just hold it in your hand for a while. Keep it warm. I haven't changed it, so I was never good at solving them. But yeah, see, this is called Rubik's Phantom. That's kind of cool. See, now the thing would be, after you did it, and then you just let it all go black, and you go, hey, I solved it. And it's all messed up. But as far as they know, it's all black. It was like, hey, I'm done. Yeah, I remember I had the keychain one. I had the snake. I had the pyramid. I have a pyramid. I have the one that's a barrel. I had the one that was like a chain. It was like the missing link or something like that. Yeah, I had the snake. And they had one that had like marble in it. And yeah, the link one was flat, and you had to flip the panels. But that was back in the old days, man. They had all that stuff. Yep, and the pyramid, and then they had a like one that was like a ball. didn't have any edges. And then they had oh, okay, and then the 4x4. I think they have one that's like wait, a 36 by 36 or some ridiculous thing. Then they had the regular 2x2 one. That was a little easier, but yeah, the standard one was the 3x3. Good old Rubik's Cube. Yeah. Somewhere I have a book, I think, of solutions on how to solve it. That, and you used to get the book with video game solutions, you know, like somewhere I think I have a GoldenEye one, or another one was Perfect Dark, I believe. Maps and all the keys and the clues and stuff for all of them. I remember playing all those games and you could never solve them, you know. Well, not just Pac-Man, but all those adventure games and stuff. The secrets and the hidden in map locations. What did I play? Duke Nukem, Descent, Doom. Those were cool. And you had to figure out where the secret things were and switches and all that. Yeah, somewhere I have the Ultima maps from the PC. Ultima 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're actually cloth maps. And then I had yeah, I only had the 64. Yeah, I didn't have that one, but what was the other one? Diablo. That was cool. Diablo had the all that stuff, and then they had the expansion packs and all the things you can do, special add-ons. Sim City was a fun one. Yeah, Doom and Descent had the ships. Duke Nukem. Yeah, what was that one? Minesweeper. Yeah, I had Duke Nukem, and there was a couple other ones that were like shooter games. Can't remember them all though. Free Cell and Minesweeper were like the ones that came standard with your PC. But you know, all those old ones were like, they were fun, man. They get a little hot. Oh yeah, Quake. I remember that one. Quake, Quake 2, Quake 3. One of the early games. I want to play that one. Oh boy. Then they had the old fantasy games. What was it? Forgotten Realms, Bard's Tale. There were a few other ones. Might and Magic. Power of Zine. That one was fun. I love that one. Those were just, you know, player games, and you just went and just whack things on the head. And then some of the ones that were like real detailed when they first came out with the sound cards, and you could hear like all the real detailed things like coin dropping. What was it? Leisure Suit Larry. Yeah, they had a couple of those adventure games. Was it Secret of Monkey Island? I remember playing that one. Oh, there was a couple of them. Type in adventure games. The, you know, walk and click and pick everything up. Yep. They had a lot of those ones, but I used to play those all the time, but now, yeah, I don't even have a game system. I haven't bought anything. Last system I had was the original Xbox. So I don't do the games. I don't do the PS anything or any of those. I don't know. Those are just way too expensive. $50 a game. You're limited to it, and I don't do anything online. You know, nowadays It's crazy. If you have a PC, most of them don't even have a CD-ROM or have a disk drive or anything like that. You have to download all this stuff if you play it online. I remember before you used to have the CD-ROMs. You had all the discs you kept having to swap out. Now they don't do that. It's all online. But yeah, I remember having all those old game books, and then they had the code wheels and stuff like that that you had to type in copy protection. And you had to have the book, and it's like you had to type the third word of page 57, or it had a code wheel and you had to match it up, and then you had to put the code in, otherwise it wouldn't let you play. And people would copy the discs, and they would copy the code wheels and stuff. Yeah, they had all that stuff back in the old days, man. There was ways around it. Then they had some that you had to have the original disc and you couldn't get around it. Then they had the slot machines and all the other things. And some of those first the first games were like you had to have a subscription. What was it? Pogo. There were a couple other ones that you had to have a subscription to it. AOL. When AOL was first out, you had to pay to use AOL, but it wasn't really it wasn't really a service. So you just had to pay to use the environment. It was weird. You had to have your own internet connection. You weren't paying monthly for the connection. You had to already have a connection. That's what was weird. Because, like, you know, remember they used to say so many hours with AOL, you get 1,000 hours for free. But you still had to have an actual provider of internet, usually a cable service or a modem, online, dial-up. Yeah. You paid a monthly fee, but that wasn't for your internet connection. That was just to be on the service. They gotcha. Some people didn't know how to navigate the internet at all. If they had to go to AOL, they had to use the browser within AOL. They didn't know how to do Netscape or Internet Explorer or whatever it was back then. They didn't know how to use that. They had to have AOL to walk them through everything. Yeah, I remember having to use the DOS commands to load programs and stuff, and people were lost without Windows. If you didn't have Windows, they didn't know how to do DOS. They didn't know how to do a dial-up. They didn't know how to do, you know, load a program. Yep, I remember the old DOS. Yeah, yeah. That, and some of these were a little bit before 3.1. You had to use the whole C prompt, CD, run, run Doom or whatever it was, I guess. Had to put the disk in there and point it to the disk and start it up and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was one of my first ones. When I was going to school, that was kind of like the new thing. That was like, okay, Windows 3.1. Whoa. So otherwise it was, you know, menus where you had to type in, you know, menu driven. Select 1, select 2, run the menu. Yeah, Windows 3.1 was a big deal back when it first came out. And the problem was when you had those old computers, you had to buy separate programs for everything. You had to, I had one, it was a disk doubler, then there was an antivirus program, then there was a, one other one that you had to do defrag, screensavers, all that stuff you had to do. And then in the later ones, it came all together. Yep, that's what I learned on. They were first starting out. We had an Apple II for computer class. The old black one. Oh yeah, Oregon Trail was a that was like the high-tech game back then, and no one ever won. What was I was watching that the other day. That was a funny one. There's a movie out by the guy that does Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane. It's called A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's a funny one, and he's in the West, and he's talking about all the ways you can die. He was talking about like the Oregon Trail. It's like you got cholera, you got you know um, pneumonia. You can die this way, you can die that way, and then the people were dying in freak waves. Somebody had a sharp tumbleweed went by and cut her throat. Another one, a big ice block fell on him. um, yeah. Another one, he died, and then the wolves dragged him away. He's sitting there for 3 days, and no one knew. He was the mayor of the town. He's like, "Did you know the mayor is dead? He's been dead for 3 days. No one's done anything." Then the wolves dragged him off, and yeah, it was funny. As a crack up. I mean, a lot of it was like the jokes from like Family Guy and stuff, but yeah, river flooding and all that fun stuff that always. I don't think I ever won Oregon Trail. Very rarely did I ever get very far. I think it was almost impossible to win. I don't know anybody that ever won that one. There were a couple other games like that too. Type in games and yeah. Good old days with bulletin boards too, that you had to just write notes and stuff on a bulletin board back and forth to each other. There were no chat, there was no real games online. All you just did is posted messages and read posts on a bulletin board. That was really it. That's how you communicated. They did have an email, kinda, but that was weird because it was like real low res, and you had to just type in with a number. You didn't even have a email name. You just had like a bunch of letters and numbers. Mine was like XKKX18, and then you had to. That was on Prodigy, I believe. Yeah, I was on Prodigy to begin with, and then they had that thing called Genie, which was like GE thing, and then they started coming out with AOL. But early days, yeah, it was just all bulletin boards, and then you called up other bulletin boards. They had a list of the bulletin boards that you had to call up. There was no internet. You just had a list of sites, and a lot of them was just messages, bulletin boards. I don't know if they actually had chat. I think you might have been able to talk back and forth. I don't even know what my first one. I think it was called FidoNet. Was on the one. I don't even remember. And then they had all the other messengers that were very first. So ICQ. There was a couple other messengers that would. They were annoying too, because I remember that ICQ. Hello. It'd pop up, or that annoying paperclip guy. He'd pop up every 5 minutes. Hi, I'm Paperclip. Can I help you? No, go away. My first PC that I had was a Packard Bell. They had a shell program, and it was like a house. And you went into the different rooms. If you went into the stereo room, you could play music and all that kind of stuff. If you went into the library, you read books. If you went into the other one, you could pictures. Another one, communication. I don't know, there was all this different thing. You had to navigate through the house, and they actually had a little wizard guy that would help you. Because they didn't have Windows, they didn't have, it was called a PC shell or a Packard shell. And it was the program that let you navigate in that computer. That was one of the very first systems. I think it was a Pentium. I want to say it was a Pentium 386 or a 486. I don't know. It was a while back. I know that. Then they started going on to the other ones. I don't even know what they are now, new systems, but back in the early days, yep. Good old early days. It's a lot tougher to move around. If you didn't know what you were doing, yeah, you couldn't really get around. Then they got into the whole AOL and everything else, but made it a lot easier. And of course, Windows and or if you were a real geek, you'd use Linux or something like that. You didn't want to get into the whole. Or if you were insistent on running an Apple, you had to run the Linux system. I'll tell you, there was lots of wars. Everybody, you were either Mac or PC, and they did not get along. PC people and Macs, they didn't play well. And there for a long time, there was very limited software for Mac. PC had all the stuff, and it was like, when is it coming out for Mac? Well, we don't know. So you had to have a trade-off back in the day. I remember that. And upgrading a Mac was not as easy as upgrading a PC. You could, swap out your drive. You could swap out your modem. You could swap all that stuff out. With a Mac, it was all on there. You couldn't really just swap things out. They were all actually physically soldered down. So you couldn't just get a faster modem or a better sound card or more memory or more chips or anything like that. Be able to do a lot more on a PC. Yeah, but things have progressed now. Different, big time. So, yeah, but I came up with all the new, the new innovations, and that's when I was going to school, and that's kind of what I remember, the old time systems, all the stuff you used to have. Worked from the ground up, I still know how to do DOS. I still know how to do some of that stuff. There was a Commodore users group for a minute. I went to like one or two meetings. It was really boring. It was really dull. I think they still have it here. There is a thing out here called Mug and T-Mug. It's a Mac users group and a Tri-Valley Mac users group. That's the areas around here. And I guess people would just go and meet up and they'd talk about it and they'd, swap programs or talk about the new releases and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't have a Mac, so. But they were kind of like, kind of stuck up on those little meetings and stuff, I heard. Long time they had them. But yeah, I did go to the Commodore group one time. I had an old VIC-20. And you had to bring your computer along with you. And even though the Commodore wasn't all that big, I had to bring the TV, the little TV monitor. And then everybody had to hook it up, and then we would swap games or copy discs or something like that. That was pretty much it. There wasn't much going on there. Yeah. So I only went to like one meeting and said, "This is boring. I'm out of here, guys." Yeah. Didn't want to have to lug my TV around and all that stuff. Okay. Yeah, and you used to have to drag all that stuff around to the meeting, and they had, I don't remember if it was like a civic center or something like that, the community building or something like that. But yeah, they don't do that much anymore. They don't have like clubs, computer clubs, no computer conventions, all that stuff. That was like big back in the day, but now yeah. All virtual. Safer, I guess. Guess you'd have a virtual meeting or, you know, Zoom to everybody, but yeah, just got to be careful about that stuff. But yeah, all the old stuff, man. I remember coming up, growing up with all the old state of the art stuff. Now is nothing. What did I found an old? I found an old program or something. Old games and stuff that are like obsolete. I had all the state of the art back then, but it's nothing now. I had like a full page scanner. I think somewhere I've got like a scanner wand that you can, you know, scan stuff. That I don't know. I hardly ever, I've used Zoom once in my life. And I think if you use it like as a professional thing, you might have to pay like for licenses or stuff like that. But yeah, if you're just like in a like a meeting or a one-time thing, I don't think you have to pay for it. I don't know. I did one time I was doing a survey. Yeah, I think that's what most of them is consulting or people if they're doing school or if you have a business. I don't know. I think it's free, but I don't know. Maybe there's more if you have more than one license or something. You have to pay for a service. But yeah, most of the people it is. Yeah, it's teleconferencing. It's some people use it for work. Some people use it for consulting. I know my mom had to do that a couple of times, but yeah, I'm not quite sure how it works. There's Zoom, and there's actually a couple other ones too that you can do that. Now I noticed, I don't know how this is gonna, I don't know how this is gonna work. I just happened to see it on here. Now they have an option if you go on YouTube with a phone. It said there's an option to go on together. Now I don't know if that means someone with another phone and you can like split screen it, or another person that logs on at the same time as you, or like another person in another room. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I just happened to see that. It says go live, and then there's a go live together. I think that's kind of like some of those other services that you use. I don't know. But I don't like to do the the panels and have the other people join in and stuff like that. Most people do it on PC when they do that. I've always used the phone. I don't really know how to do how from a laptop. And I don't think I could do it from my iPad. I don't think that would do very good. I don't think the iPad probably wouldn't work real well. Also, you'd have to have it propped up and, the whole fun. Anyway, they're kind of making new advances and stuff. I haven't tried them, so I don't know. I just work on the phone, work on the editing. And I know there's a lot more you can do from a PC. You can edit, you can put special effects in it, music, titling, all animation, stuff like that. You could get real creative, but it'll also take a lot longer because you have to download it, and then you'd have to go through and edit it and put the special effects in and, render it, all that. Hey, name. Yeah, this is a koala hat. People say it's a mouse. And he's got feet. Just a little bit. About 20 minutes. Started a little before midnight. Yeah, I skinned him. I skinned him and I made koala stew. That's what I did. I put his skin on me head. I had koala stew for dinner. He's not down under anymore. He's a dead koala. Yeah, got him with a knife. That's right. Told him to put a shrimp on a barbie. He didn't do it, so I stuck him. He wanted to go on walkabout. Yeah, no, he was gonna get me baby. The dingo ate me baby. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so yeah, just going a little early tonight. Just taking it easy. I had some pizza. I had pepperoni jalapeno. I had sausage and mushroom, and had about almost a full pizza. So I'm kind of full now. I'll have to more later. And let's see what else. No, I went to Domino's tonight. Believe it or not, went to Domino's. Just wanted to change a pace. Yeah. I mean, I have Papa John's like all the time, and I was just doing a little bit of change up, I guess. It depends. I don't know. There's things about one, and then there's things about the other. I like Papa John's for certain ones. I like Domino's for other ones. I don't know. I don't know. If you could take bits of one and bits of the other, I think the crust at Domino's is a little better, but the sauce at Papa John's is better. Some of the toppings are better at Papa John's. It's almost like you'd have to have a mix-up of all the different ones, you know. That's what I was saying. I was talking about if I wanted to get like the ultimate combo, I'd have to go to like 5 different places to get the combo. You have to get the fries from McDonald's. You'd have to get onion rings from like Jack in the Box. You'd have to get the Coke from McDonald's. You'd have to get I don't know, the chicken sandwich from, yeah, a chicken sandwich from like, I like Wendy's. Some people like Popeyes, you know, and who's got the best burger? I don't know, Burger King, Carl's Jr.'s, McDonald's. It just all depends. Everybody's a little different on what they like. So yeah, you'd have to like mix and match bits and pieces from everywhere. You know, like I wanted to get, one time I was going to make a big Whopper or a Whopper Mac. I was going to do that. One day I was going to do that. I was going to get like a Whopper and a Big Mac and kind of mix and combine the two. See if it was any different. But that's kind of tough though, because, you know, Whopper's flame broiled, McDonald's is fried. Not quite the same. See, like if I did a true burger war, I'd have to do like Carl's Jr.'s versus Burger King because they're both flame broiled, and I'd have to do like McDonald's versus Wendy's or, you know, something like that because they're both fried. So it'd be tough. You'd have to combine you'd have to do the two that have the same type of item. So it's kind of tough. But yeah, I don't know. If you do Domino's versus Papa John's, yeah. Well, guess what you'd have to do is just do the real basic pepperoni versus pepperoni. What one's better? Yeah. But then also you could do stuffed crust, but Domino's doesn't do stuffed crust. That's a weird thing. They don't have stuffed crust. So I could do a Pizza Wars, I guess, because we've got Pizza Guys, we've got Domino's, we've got some of the other ones, but yeah, the basic ones, Papa John's versus Domino's, is around the same price range, same types of pizza. But then you start getting into the gourmet ones like Round Table. We have Round Table and we have Mountain Mike's. They're about similar price and they're similar kind of quality, so they're a little bit like higher up. And then you got Little Caesars. It's kind of like, I don't know. You have to do Little Caesars versus Costco. Pizza at Costco versus Little Caesars. I don't know. Both cheap. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of tough to do things head to head. Because, you know, sometimes like you try it and be like obvious winner. What did I see? I was looking at something online. Oh my God, there was like crazy expensive for some of these. Oh, what was that? I was looking up the Mountain Dew Fruit Quake. Buying them online, they want $30 for a 12-pack. Like, I'm not paying that. And a 6-pack, they wanted $23. A 6-pack of the bottles, they wanted $23. I'm sorry, I'm wait till they come out to the store. I'm not paying that kind of money. But hey, butterfly sings butterfly. Yeah. I don't know. And then Amazon, same deal. They wanted way too much for those things. I guess it's just not out in my area yet. I don't know. I've been looking. No one has it. And it's not shown up online yet, so maybe it might take a little while to get just distributed. I know they're having trouble from like East Coast. I heard Buffalo was closed. They were having major storms over there. So if you're in the Buffalo area, I feel sorry for you guys. But you know, like 3 feet of snow and closed the town, and some of those other places. I know the one thing I get comes from Florida, and I know they were having trouble after the hurricane and all that. So I don't know. There was delay in shipment and stuff. A lot of the things got messed up, so they couldn't ship the things out. I guess the roads were out, and they got to figure out how to get them out, I guess, and clear the roads and rebuild the roads and bridges and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. That'd be tough. I like McDonald's sausage for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, breakfast is a whole different thing, though. Not a lot of places have good breakfast. I wasn't impressed with the Carl's Jr.'s breakfast. Oh, we were. We're just talking about a little bit of stuff now, but we were talking about what pizza place is best and what ones you guys like, and just kind of talking about other stuff. Because like tonight I got Domino's. The other night I usually get Papa Murphy's or Papa John's. And everybody's like different on their opinion, and just kind of talking about what has the best items. Yeah, that's right. I saw that A&W is bringing back the sriracha cheese curds. Yeah. They need to bring back the caramel cheese curds. Those were good. I don't know why. I like those. They had them a while back. It was caramel cheese curds. Cheese curds with caramel on it. Strangely, it was one of those combos that worked. It was a regular cheese curds with caramel sauce on it. I guess you could make your own. Just get your own order of cheese curds and then get a bottle of caramel sauce and cover it up. Although, yeah, it'd probably be good with the sriracha though, because those were a little bit spicy. So, yeah, I like those and yeah, different ones. It's tough though because not everywhere has certain items. Like not everybody has an onion ring, and not everybody has hash browns. Some people have the little tots or the little crispy browns or whatever they call them. Well, I'll tell you, the other day oh man, I actually went to Burger King, and I'm telling you, they got a scam going. And I don't have Arby's here, so they got a scam going. I have two. They should. Cheese curds and poutine, man. You can't you can't go 5 feet without finding somebody that's got poutine and the cheese curds. Hello. Yeah, because it's gravy, fries, and cheese curds. That's like poutine's main thing. Yeah, maybe they don't. I don't know. I would think you'd be able to find it over there. I mean, you know, come on. You can't kick a stone without hitting someone that's got poutine or maple syrup or Canadian bacon or whatever else over there, man. Yeah, but how do they? Well, then how do they have poutine with no cheese curd? Oh, yeah, what I said. I have 2 Burger Kings here. Different prices, dramatically different prices. The new sandwich that they put out, the one of them was $5.99 or no, $5.49 for the one sandwich, and the other side of town, $6.99. $6.99 for the same sandwich. $5.49, $6.99. I actually got it. I got a coupon. I used a coupon for $7. I got the sandwich, fries, and a drink. Yeah, but the thing is that was $2. That's like $2.50 more for the same thing. I can't believe it was that much. Oh, okay, flavored. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. Why is one location across town $7 and the other one was $5.50? Same sandwich too. I'm telling you, crazy. Yeah. And it's the new location that's cheaper. But the only trouble is, with the new location, if you order it online, you've got to go inside and pick it up. You can't pick it up at the drive-thru. So, I don't know. It's really weird. And our Chick-fil-A is opening on the 27th, I believe. Found the official opening date. So, but I won't go there till it's been open for a while. But yeah, poutine's like a big national dish in Canada. It's like their biggest, one of their main things. Hockey, maple syrup, poutine, whatever else. I don't know. Canadian bacon, beer, Molson beer, Elsinore. Get some beer, But yeah, that's like, I don't know, national dish of it. Cheese curds are just, they're chunks of cheese. They're breaded and deep fried. And they're like kind of soft chunks of cheese, I guess. Best way to explain it. They're battered and deep fried. Kind of like big cottage cheese chunks, I guess. Best thing you could describe it as. Yeah, but they're just very big chunks. Kind of like mozzarella sticks, kind of, sort of. But yeah, they put them in, they deep fry them, and then you put them on top of fries and gravy. And that's poutine. But they also have other versions of poutine with other things in them, but that's the main one. Fries and gravy. I don't know who thought that up or why they thought it up, but that was kind of a strange one. But anyway, I've made my own. We have a KFC A&W, so I made my own poutine at KFC A&W. I just got some I think I got McDonald's fries, because there was a McDonald's like right across the parking lot. So I took the McDonald's fries. I got the gravy from the KFC, cheese curds from A&W, and I had popcorn chicken. I put it in there. I put them all together and made popcorn chicken poutine. It was good, actually. Yeah, cheese curds, gravy, potatoes, or French fries, and popcorn chicken. That kind of helped a little bit. So yeah, you could get a little crazy. You can get a little, creative on things you want to add, but yeah, sometimes you can hack that stuff. Certain places have multiple locations, and you all kind of combine them and put them together. I remember that one guy was doing that for a while, and I don't know what happened to him. Kind of disappeared. Haven't seen him for quite a while, but yeah, he was doing where they were going around to different locations and then combining things and making, something like, they did do poutine fries, and they did the same thing. They got gravy, cheese curds, and fries, and combined them all. Yes, you can make like, nachos from a different place, and yeah, nacho fries. Whatever. Speaking of that, there is a new fries over at Taco Bell. Believe it or not. I have tried so many different things. I'm like, it's been a whirlwind the last couple of days, so don't mind me if I'm kind of like not remembering everything I did. I mean, did a bunch of reviews. I did the Wendy's reviews. I put up the 2 of those, but still got more. I've got Wendy's. I've got Burger King, McDonald's. Okay, have a good one. Yeah, Burger King, McDonald's. Another one from Wendy's. I've got a Mountain Mike's. I've got Popeyes. Yeah. Whole bunch of places that I've been. Taco Bell. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff I got to get through the next week or two. Probably it's gonna take me that long to get all the stuff out. Like I said, it was a little bit tough on some of these things because each one was coming out like a different day, and some of them came out all on the same day. And I know some of them, if you don't get to them early, they run out. Like the whole thing with the McDonald's and the Happy Meals and the Halloween buckets. I only got the one and it was sold out. Same with the cactus flea market. Some people were selling that. Somebody was trying to sell the McDonald's buckets for like $80 for all 3. For the buckets, I don't know. Guess because it was like, really limited edition. I went there the one day, and like the next day or 2, they sold them out. So guess the people were able to get all the buckets. And I just got the ghost one. But everybody sometimes, I don't know. and they put them out there for crazy amounts. It was a unopened cactus flea market ones. They were all of them was like they wanted like $180 or something like that for the, I don't know. It's not that bad that they ask for it. It's the people that pay it, the ones that are like not. I don't know. Guess those are the diehard collectors that have to have it. You know, they'll pay extravagant amounts. So anyway, so that's been what I've been working on. Let's see, today is Friday, so Monday. Be back on Monday. Check some more stuff out. I've got a lot of still videos that I still got to do, and I've got a lot of stuff that I gotta kind of get through. So I think that's about it. I've been on here what, hour and a half, so yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, I have to definitely get caught up, and it's been cold and cold around here, so I've been having to bundle up and break out all the blankets and all that stuff. Keep warm. Yeah. It's like one something here. And yeah, so the rest of the week, I'm gonna spend most of the weekend trying to get ahead on stuff. Yeah, some of them were. Yeah, I gotta, depending on what once I get done, I gotta get those done today. Like I said, I've got so many of those new items come up. Yeah, those were weird. It was a frosting and the whole thing. I don't know. I was actually looking the other day for the Lunchables. They have them. It's like $3.99 for yeah, the ham and cheese and crackers, and some of them have like a drink in them. Some of them have like a little cookie or something. No, but you know, they were trying to make it like dirt. If you've ever had a dirt cake, you put the cake and then you put the crumbled Oreos and then you put the worms on top. It's like dirt and worms. That's what they were trying to go for. So yeah, probably won't get those again. Like I said, just get plain gummy worms. Don't worry about the crumbled cookies or the frosting, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, that's all that stuff. I'll have a few other ones coming up here and there. And I definitely need to get ahead on a few reviews. Yeah, they had the pizza. They had, it was like the lunch meat. And then they had, I think they had a couple other ones, but. Yeah, that was an old, it was actually an old one that I had, the Zangy Tangy. It was weird. Those were actually pretty dang hot too, believe it or not. Those are the ones like you get at like the Mexican markets and stuff that have like tamarind and chili coating and all that stuff, the weird Mexican candy and Mexican coated chili coated stuff and all that. I got another one somewhere. I gotta try and find that. Was some kind of Cheetos from Mexico. I know the one was like linguiça and chili flavored ones. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them. I gotta go back through the library and check it out, put them out. So eventually I'll get to that and yeah, go from there. So I think it's about time to sign off and do some other stuff tonight. So thanks guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. I know it was just kind of like a, you know, little bit of chat session and just kind of hanging out, but come back on Monday. We'll have some more stuff and I'll figure something out. So thanks a lot, guys. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Stay inside, stay warm if you're in a cold area, and actually stay safe. So thanks guys for hanging out, and I will see you Monday. Nope, sorry. And it wasn't Papa John's, it was Domino's tonight. So, sorry. Came too late for the party. So thanks a lot, guys. Pretty much time for me to sign off. And Monday, I'll be back Monday. So I will see you then. Everybody have a great weekend.